New American, episode number 3. We're back, baby, and I've got some new equipment, and no, I did not change anything about these carts. If they unload slow, I'm gonna deal with it. Well, slow for my standards. I've spent some money. You see, having all this stuff that we've got, there is other things that we need. I didn't have a roller, so we got one. I didn't have a tedder, so we got one. I didn't have a windrow or merger, so we got one. I also didn't have anything to transport the milk or slurry that we have, and so I got one. Also, I didn't know that this silo right here only holds 100,000 liters. That's it. It also doesn't tell me what's in it via, like, down below at the bottom right hand of the screen. So it's not that I want to change it or get rid of it. I like that it's there. I just think we may need something a little bit more permanent to store stuff. Or we should go sell it. We are done with harvest. We could go sell it. Oh yeah, and I got some silage additive as well. I believe this merger came out with Farming Simulator 19, I think, if I remember correctly. And I've tried using it a couple times, and it's just really not been my cup of tea. However, I am going to give it another try and just see what kind of trouble I can get myself into. We'll bring it over here and put it beside the mower. All right, so there's a couple things that we want to accomplish for today now that I've got everything brought back over. Number one is going to be to mow. We need to mow. We need a little bit of silage. We need some hay. I don't know when we're going to be able to get hay. I've gone the wrong way. So I think maybe we go silage first, because the silage and, well, probably the hay will be ready around the same time. So that's going to be, I think, the most beneficial for us. So we'll start off with doing a mowing, and then we'll windrow and then bale it all up and do our thing. I am a big proponent of just running this directly behind the tractor. That is exactly what I'm going to do, and it's moved it. Great. Hey, at least it does an offset for me. That's pretty sweet. All right. Kill. All right, so we need to do that, mow it, windrow it, and then bale it, and then wrap it. Did I get a bell wrapper? Oh, man. Yeah, we went with the one with the Colossus pack. Sure did. We also went with camouflage because I think it looks awesome. All right, back to it. Let's see what kind of trouble I can get myself into here. All right. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. I like that this works. It set everything up for us, and I actually get to use a mower that I don't normally get to use. This feels good. And I think this Fiat was the perfect choice for this. Let's see what kind of turning this thing does here on the edge. I'm going to say not the best, but we can always back it up a little bit and go from there. Awesome. Turn the mower back on and get back to it. All right, let's knock out this field, see what we could do. Well, this has been fun. I think I remember why I don't use this mower. I think I remember that part now very clearly, but it's definitely kind of pushing me into my boundaries of, like, hey, use some other stuff. Eh? Do it. I see you in the comments. All right, for now, we've only got the one grass field. However, in the future, we'll probably have 2 or maybe even 3. All right, now let's give this bad boy right here a try. Again, not something that I have used much, especially recently. So we're going to give them a try and see what we can do here. This is not one that you turn on. It just kind of works how it works, and I've gone straight. This is what basically everybody in my area in North Carolina uses. I don't know if I've seen anything other than this. Maybe, but I don't remember it. Most of the people as well are not using a V-shape. They're using one that's kind of like just a single line, and it's got, I don't know, maybe not 7, maybe 6 of them, something like that. And then that's what you would see. And they just kind of go up and down, back and forth both ways. So I'm not actually sure, like, how in the world to use this. So I'm just going to kind of do that too. Just go up and down. I'm going to have to learn to raise this, not try to turn it off. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I hate this. This is not fun, and it's not working the way that I want it to. And it is extremely difficult. Yep. Thank goodness we're right over here by the store. We're going to get rid of this now. That was not fun to use. So this is what I've gone for. Something a little bit more conventional, I think is the word that I would use here. This is going to be fine. It's going to work exactly the way you would expect it to work, and DJ will be happy about it. We're also going to go through this entire field again, because there's grass everywhere, especially in areas where I don't want it to be. There we go. All right, we got it into the field. Now let's go through all of that again, do it all once more, and hopefully This time around, everything will be a nice bit. Most of this is going to be the same, though. There was also some up here on the right-hand side that for some reason was still outside of the usable area, and it is still doing a really bad job of bringing it in. What in the world? I guess the mower got a little too far out. Must have. We got to bring this out here. There we go. All right. I think that's the only spot that caused me trouble. I hope so. Oh, yes. So much easier to use this one. Oh, it's so nice. Yeah. All right. We'll finish this one up, and after that, it is, well, I guess baling time for everything. We're going to go through and bale every single one of the fields that we've done so far, and I forgot to put a seeder in the field. Oh, there was nothing we're seeding today. Never mind. All done. This was the perfect tool to do this. Now, there's also a good chance that I'm doing it absolutely wrong. Maybe I need to do the center of the field first. I don't know. I should probably find that out. There's also no way that this is fitting in that barn, so we're just gonna put it over here by the dog. Yeah, that'll work. What up, little pup? Now for the baling. We got work to do, baby. Let's do this. Let's make it happen. Got that silage additive over there as well. Let's load that up. I never know how much it's gonna hold. I bought 120 liters. I didn't know if that was enough, but it looks like that's actually gonna be about exactly it. Oh man, that was the perfect amount. Oh, I did so good. Got it. So we are gonna be running 180 centimeter square bales, the smallest ones. The reason for that is, well, I don't know how much is in the fields, and it's a whole lot easier to pop out a half-empty bale of something smaller rather than something larger. Now, I'm also curious of how well this is going to work, and I didn't write down the number. I want to use the GPS. It's so easy. 9 meters. Got it. There we go. That should be it. I guess we'll find out here in a moment, because I don't think it's 9, and I think it's probably 8 something. 8.9? Ooh, it's really not that, is it? Look at those lines. Look how off they are. 8.7? Nope. This is not good. What about 8? It's not 8, but we're getting close. Why was it what it was if it's 9? I think that's more of it. 8.2, 8.1 seems smack dab on. So let's keep it there and see what happens. Alrighty, well, here we are. Again, with issues, as per usual. The balers get stuck in the ground. Why? Why is it getting stuck in the ground? That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. It's literally making this useless. I don't know why it's doing it. And then all of a sudden, if you start moving, everything's cool. I don't understand it, man. I don't understand it. I'm not happy about it, and I don't understand it. Oh, yeah. I gotta get it figured out. At least, good thing, this tractor having 0 issues with this baler. Not a problem. All right, it may be time to adjust this a little bit from 8.1 to 8.2. Oh, man, 8.2 lines up so good with the rest of the field. Yeah. Also, the 180 centimeter square bales, bad idea. I will sort that later because I have to wrap all of these. I forgot about that part. All right, just like that, we are all set and done, at least with the grass field looking good, and we can kick it out. We've got a smaller bale here. There we go. Boom, boom, and boom. And with that, we're going to change over to 240 centimeter square bales immediately. All right, and we need to run some of these square bales here as well. I am going to jump up here and reset our bale counter. Bam. There we go. Now, we're able to jump over here and do this. Hey, how wide's the header? 9.2 meters. All right, so we can bring this up and bring this over to 9.2. There we go. We did do 2 headlands, so we should be good to go. Turn that on, rock and roll, and go. Sweet. All right. Let's make all these bales. Why does that say grass in there still? No. I forgot to unload the unfinished bale over there. I thought I had, and I had not. Great. And this stupid baler's stuck in the ground again. That's going to get annoying. Now, we've gotten a lot of bales on here. 15 already. 15 of these straw bales. Goodness gracious, those are the big ones too. All right, so that's that. We can jump in this field up here, and I guess we can go ahead and start up here at the top. We'll go ahead and knock these out as well, and then we'll be all done baling. We can pick everything up and send it over to our cattle. Of course, it's stuck in the ground. Ugh. Ready for a new baler already. All said and done, and there it is. Kill beans, kill beans, kill beans. We definitely need to not forget to unload unfinished bale. There it is. Okay, so we got everything now. We've got this unfolded. I'm gonna go ahead and reset my bale counter. That way I don't have to do it the next time. We got 55 bales. That's pretty good. I think it's a good place to start. At the very least, we'll put away the baler. I have no idea where to put this. I guess over here is fine. And now we need to wrap, and then we need to pick up the bales. We'll put the baler over here. It'd be nice. And then I think we're good. We'll figure it out. Tell you what, we are getting some use out of this tractor right here. I'm loving it. If I remember correctly, I believe this is the Crazy Colossus bell wrapper. We should see some pretty insane bell wrapping speeds here, like a brrrr, brrrr. Yeah, like that. Let's see, we need to turn on the automatic drop. There it is, and we go. Yeah, all right, so if anybody doesn't know, I always keep the help window open behind my head. That allows me to be able to see what's going on and for you guys to not have to deal with it. Boom, 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 boom. Nice. It's so funny that this is the best wrapper in the game, does unrealistic bales, and it's the fastest and cheapest. Did I mention that? It's also the cheapest bell wrapper in the game, at least for square bales. This is the best ever. I love this. This is a great day. Cool beans, man. 28 bales. We've got the bell wrap counter up there, which lets me know exactly what's going on with that. Now we got to do is pick them all up. We are also going to need a solid fertilizer spreader, and there's a reason for it. I didn't think about the grass field and fertilizing it. Yeah, I made a mistake there. There's another thing that we could do as well, and this may actually be the better move, is a slurry spreader or manure spreader. Because if we could do that, then we don't have to worry about putting down any other kind of fertilizer on here. That was kind of my idea. There we go. Pick all these guys up. Hopefully it'll still hold 24 or more. Hopefully more, because these are smaller bales. But yeah, that was kind of the idea. It was like, what if we just use a slurry or manure on the grass fields instead of a nitrogen-based? I don't know, it's nitrogen-based. I don't know anything about any of that stuff. All I know is in Farm Sim, it's called solid fertilizer, and that's what I know. Well, if my math is right, we should be able to hold 30 of these things, so I think we're in the clear. This is actually where this bale shed right here is going to come in handy. Because I can just take this stuff, drop them in there. There's all our bales on the wall. Nice. And now I can go pick up all the straw, and the straw bales actually get delivered over here to our silo, which would be perfect. Oh yeah, there's also one over here. We're definitely gonna have to wrap that. Got everything picked up, but we've still got 2 bales left on the field, so we'll have to come back and pick those up. And as I mentioned, these are gonna go straight into this silo over here. That way we can pull out the loose straw later on if we want, and it uses as much as it needs to go into the animal feed. Boop. Perfect. Thank goodness this is one of the ones that actually has this. Can I do this in third person? I can do this in third person. That felt weird. I don't want to do that again. We're going to go back into first person the next time I have to do that. All right. Got that. We are good to go. I do find it a little bit strange that the bale in the back looks... They all look weird. The straps aren't on all the bales. Yeah, it only holds one strap. That's so weird. Oh well, we are doing what we gotta do. Ooh, slow it down, there we go. Wrap it up real quick and then throw it in there, and then we will be done with that. There we go. Nice. I forgot the grass rollers were a thing. Man, we can take this grass roller, we can roll this grass field. We should get full fertilization for the whole thing. And that'll be about it. We shouldn't have to buy any fertilizer or anything like that, spending money on it. This should work. I don't know if it will, but it's supposed to, so there's that. It has been forever/never since I have used a grass roller, so this is going to be some fairly new stuff for me, as I don't quite remember exactly what it do, homie. this seems to be working fine, but are we getting the full amount of fertilization that we should be? Was none of that fertilizer? Here we go, fertilizer. Yeah, we are. All right. We'll put it up with the plow. Needs rolling. We don't have mulched on here yet, but I guess we got to buy a mulcher as well. I am trying to do some of it the right way, but we ain't linemen. That's going to take forever. But it won't take forever to come back and see me in the next one. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, drop a like and subscribe if you're new and join the DjGoHam fam. Do the notification desk. That way you never miss videos right here on the channel. Have an awesome day. We'll see you in the next one.